So I'm not using projector, so maybe I should get like another 30 seconds or something to complain about how the tech isn't working because I can't read my own handwriting. So my talk is entitled Things Your Children Never Need to Know About. Because I was going to just title it Systemd is like taking over stuff, but that sounded actually more horrifying than Things Your Children Never Need to Know About. So it's a slight trip down memory lane of all the things that Systemd now means you can forget. So services, obviously, we all know Systemd does that. So you've got all of sys5 init, run levels, rc3.d, which 1d1, rc local, all the stuff you used to shove in that. You've got timers, so cron, app, don't need those anymore. That's all replaced by Systemd. Systemd paths lets you replace things like icron and lots of inotify stuff. It can watch files and do stuff when files change. You've got mount, that replaces fstab. Just forget about fstab, you don't need that anymore. And auto mount, so you don't need autofs anymore. Just do it all with Systemd services. Temp files, that replaces tempwatch and can clear out all your temporary file store for you. Sockets, that deals with xinetd, so none of that horrible configuration anymore. You can forget about that. The login D and all the special stuff, well, that'll do like hardware power buttons and power management and sleep inhibition. It'll do all your TTYs and initctl and all that kind of stuff. So just forget all of that. Don't need to know about that anymore. The resolve module, well, that'll basically deal with DNS caching. So NSCD, DNS mask, just forget all of that. Don't need that anymore. Network D module, that replaces basically all your networking stack. So sysconfig network scripts, forget that. Network manager, you've just started to learn that, forget that as well. Don't need that, can all go. Hostname hostname control, that basically deals with all hostname changes. So hostname commands, DNS domain name, NS domain name, all these weird commands. Forget all those, don't need those anymore. Environment.d, this basically sets up your environment, all your environment variables for your users outside of your shell, which is really weird. So you don't need to edit profiles.d or etc. Scale or bashrc, just forget all of that, don't need any of that stuff anymore. Time sync, that replaces NTP, no more NTPD or NTPdate or NTPcd or whichever one you're using anyway, you don't need any of them, get rid of them. Socket proxy D, that replaces socket. I mean, if you're using socket anyway, you've probably got problems, but you can now do it in a new way with Systemd. Sys users, not every OS has this yet because it's quite scary, but that replaces all your user and group creation. So add user, create user, user add, which OS am I on, which command am I running, it's all just done in Systemd, just forget all that stuff as well. OS release, etc. OS release now contains all the stuff that was in, was it LSB release or was it Red Hat release or Debian? It's all in etc. OS release, forget all of that stuff now. Swap, that does all swap on, swap off, swap creation, all that kind of stuff, forget all of that. Backlights, RF kill, all that kind of stuff. Journal D, that's taking over syslog. So basically, all those things that I've listed, just forget all of it. We don't need it anymore. It's all Systemd. It's all magic, and it all just works. So I'm not sure if this is an I for one welcome our Systemd overlords or Brave New World think of the children, but it's one of the two.
One, stability. Yeah. You can forget about that.
There is no stability module yet. It's probably a stub for it. So.
The documentation.
Oh, there's a lot of that. So, man Systemd index is your friend. Because this is the stuff you will probably use every day. There's a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of other stuff that is not used every day. It's quite a scary wormhole to disappear down.
What about plain text modifiers?
Yes.
Who needs plain text?
Plain text config files.
Oh, they're still mostly there. So this list doesn't include all the stuff where we're still using the same format files, but Systemd now controls it like sysctl and stuff like that. That's all handled. I should say, actually, I'm not saying this is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just giving you a scary list to think about. That's me. Thank you.